You ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
You put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile. Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
Keep me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, 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 money.
Called out here for a pill. When he tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find the things in my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me, no, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go, money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? It is Alex, the Fantasy Football Hustler, back at you. We got a Saturday edition, elevated sports talk, and let's talk about the 3 fantasy football mistakes that you're making in week 4. Well, first off, it's not being here every single day, so you could be in tune with all the news and everything. Shout out to everyone new who might be hopping in. Shout out to Stranger. Shout out to the Houday Nation. What up? Emil. Shout out to Canada. What up? What up? Crispy. Let them know. Hit that like button. What up, Crispy? Yeah, Moneyline Mills said, let's cash. Tighten up. Let's get it. What up, Christian? I said, who do I start? Out of Jaden Reed, McLaurin, T. Higgins, need 2. Feel like I'm going with the last 2, McLaurin and T. Higgins. What up, Johnny? What's going down, bro? War Eagle, what up? Hubbard or JSN? I'm leaning JSN. Let's get it. And just like that, we've already made it all the way to the bottom of the chat. Let's go. Sometimes that's easier said than done. Let's get it. That must mean it's time to smoke.
All right, fire them up!
Let's get it. All right, let's smoke it up. Oh, Tucker One said, Stranger, we are the Houdat Nation. Stranger said, what's up? Fresh bowl of Taliban. Let's go. And some chat until my team is ready for some end gaming. Let's get it. Let's smoke it up. Papa J, what up? Always shouting out the Raiders. Bro, your Raiders might be screwed this week, man. No Adams, no Crosby. Man. And going up against Deshaun. It's like a perfect matchup for like a Crosby because I think both of their offensive tackles are going to be out on the Browns. What up, Gabe? So never started to ask this, but start Garrett Jacoby or Akers. I'm scared to start Garrett Wilson against Patrick Surtain. Yeah, he's held all wide receiver 1 so far, under 4 receptions, 30 yards. Yeah, definitely. I mean, at first sight, I'm going Akers. I mean, just I think best matchup out of everybody here. And we saw last week. I mean, it wasn't amazing for Akers. A little bit of a tougher matchup last week than this week. Got into the end zone though. I feel like with these 3 guys, you get into the end zone, you might be doing solid. Crispy said Mixon. Mixon's already. I don't know if he's been ruled out officially, but I'm pretty sure he's doubtful already. He, no real practicing. Oh, look at that. Stranger had to bring out the facts and said we were the Houday 2 years before that. Oh, Christian said 16 man, 300. Caleb, Henry, Etienne, Amon, T, Pitts, Reed, McLaurin. I mean, it's pretty solid except for Caleb. I mean, man, $300 league. I wouldn't want to be, banking on Caleb like that, but pretty solid for a 16 teamer though. Papa J, got to see who steps the fuck up out of out of that Keebler Elf brownie. What? Oh man, yeah. That game's gonna be ugly, man. There's just so many injuries on both sides of the ball. And Crosby said he has a high ankle sprain, right? That sucks for him. Sucks for the Raiders defense also. Gonna screw over them for a little bit. Christian will have Kirk and Caleb. Okay. I think Caleb gonna start going off. I mean, he might. What about you think he's gonna be going off in November and December when it's like, Chicago gets like 50-mile-an-hour winds like at home? There's a reason why no Bears quarterback has ever thrown for 4 Gs, and it's because that weather over there makes it almost impossible. Isaac, what up? Should I play Mike Evans this week or look in a different direction? I mean, I guess it depends on what that different direction is, but we know that he's hurt. I could go check on, what their injury report status was on yesterday. Let's go see him and Godwin. Yo, what up, King D? LBC. What up, homie? Let's see. This is weird. This is real weird about Mike Evans, man. He had 2 limited practices on Wednesday and Thursday and then did not practice on Friday. But they have his injury listed as knee/rest. I mean, that's the only thing that makes me cause to pause. Like, damn, maybe he fucking might play this week. But normally, if you practice on a Wednesday, even limited, practice on Thursday, even limited, then don't practice on Friday, that usually means that you're not playing at all. So I really think we got to monitor this all the way. And Toker wants a damn one league. I got 9 peeps on IR. Shit, I got 10 peeps on IR in multiple leagues. It's bad. It's all bad right now. And Chris said I need to put him to doubtful so I can move his ass to IR. Oh, is he? Oh, yeah. You know what? He is questionable because I remember putting him in. I put him in some of my lineups just so I don't leave him on the bench on accident if he actually plays. What up, Derek? Going down, bro. He said, salute Huss, doing some extra training right now, just 4 hours today, but it was mandatory. Can't wait to get off and lay back down. Still sick as hell. Man, bro. Drink that OJ, man. Drink that OJ. And some of that chicken noodle soup in your life, bro. Papa J McMillan tweaked his hammy in practice too. I mean, dude, like the Bucks injury report looks like some of my injury reports of the entire league, but they got it all on one team. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. They have 19 players who are on the injury report this week. And just for context of how crazy that is compared to even the team they're going against, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys on the injury report. 2 of them are AJ Brown and Devonta Smith, and the other one is Lane Johnson, the guys who literally, Lane Johnson, Devonta Smith last week. But 2 out of the 7 guys there are just concussions carrying over from the next week. They're just dealing with the bullshit. And let's see who's already got ruled out. So Antoine Winfield already got ruled out. McMillan, doubtful, they say. One of their D linemen, Cansey, is already out. And so it's weird because Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, even though they didn't get full practices, it's not showing them as questionable or anything on the team website. So that just gives me cause to pause. They're just going to play. Isaac said, I got Evans, Diggs, J-Mo, Adunze, Rice. And you have to start one of those guys? You have to start one of those guys. If so, I mean, I'm probably throwing Rice out there, or I mean, I throw Rice or Diggs over Evans with this bullshit going on right now. And Christian said trades away Brees for Henry and Reed. Good trade. I don't know. I don't really like trading like my hitters like that. I would have tried to figure out how to get Brees and Henry on the same team, not trade one for each other. And so I think Reed's going to be, I mean, he might be, but like you literally sold your number one draft pick out of like this hope that he's going to be like, how do you not think that Brees Hall is going to be good? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you trade him away for, I mean, I'm not saying it's nothing, but I mean, right now, Reed is kind of nothing. Like he's only hopes and dreams right now until Love comes back, which could be next week. And then those hopes and dreams could be hitting, but I don't want to trade away my literal, like number one draft pick, the best player who I picked to start this fantasy season. I never want to trade those guys away for like, I don't want to trade them away. Like you want to stack your team. Like it's the stacked teams that are going to win. Usually, you know, teams with like good depth and stuff could win, but like, I don't know, man. Especially like if you're talking about like a default League 7 starters, like literally one person could win you your entire championship. And Sid Brees is losing reps. I mean, he's actually not, bro. Like, I mean, he's actually not. Like, you realize when they're in bad game scripts that everybody's going to lose reps, right? But that's what's crazy, man. Like, why do people think that Braylon Allen, and you're not the only one, like, who's saying this, that Braylon Allen is literally going to take Brees's job? Like, that makes zero sense to me. I don't know why people are thinking that other than the stat tracking of fantasy football. And, dude, this guy scored 2 touchdowns in week 2. But then look what happened. Nothing in the next week after that. Like, dude, you can't be buying into the hype like that, bro. You can't be, man. I'm here to save you from yourself and emotional trades like that. That was not a good trade. That was not a good trade. I'm not saying it's bad to get Henry and Reed, but trading away Brees, I mean, that's not a good move, man. Every time somebody says, should I trade away my first round draft pick for like these 2 or 3 players? I always say no, because I want to be the guy doing that. I want to be on the other end where we're trading good depth players to get the most stacked roster that we could get. That's what it comes down to, man. Uncle Ted said Trey Tucker taking over. Man, do you think so? You think so? And Foster, Rashad White, or Bucky Irving. I mean, is Bucky even going to play this week? Let me see. I mean, dude, he's been dealing with a hamstring all week. I mean, if you're literally just picking one or the other, I'd go Rashad, man. Like, Bucky's dealing with a hamstring injury and only practiced 2 out of 3 days. So, like, I don't think he'd only be practicing 2 out of 3 days if his hammy was good enough to go 100% this week. So I bet you, I mean, it's it's a tough matchup. Like either way, like it's not a walk in the park matchup either way. And Brandon Al is good as fuck. You have to admit it. Yeah. Who said that he wasn't? But the people who say that he is going to take over for Brees Hall without an injury, there is literally nothing that, like, other than hype, there's nothing that would make that statement like anywhere close to true. He's only going to get there if injury. And guess what? You know, I don't know if anybody like has ever admitted this. Do you know that every single NFL player is good? Like, do you guys know that? Every single NFL player is good. It's the systems that make people better. Like, does that make sense? It's the systems that make people better. And like, he just got lucky with like, look at Worthy, same exact shit. And people are like, Worthy, top 15 guy, 4 touches, 2 touchdowns. Like, this kid is going to be the best thing ever to happen to KC. And then what's happened since then? Whole lot of nothing, you know? So it's like people want to get hella crazy about this rookie hype after like one game or like a couple plays during a game. Like, I'm here to save you guys from your own emotions. Just remember that. Just remember that. And Christy said, I seen you talking that shit on the wafers. You already know. You already know. Crispy got his ass whooped by Pam. That was funny. She was just one of the people who brought up, can you look at my team and look at my matchups? And we saw that. I was like, oh, Crispy bringing the average down over here. And 100 Legion Media, what up? So I made 3 huge trades this week. Ooh, let's see. Traded away Ridley, Waddle, and Kincaid for Bowers. I don't like it. I mean, I like Bowers, but like, man, does he deserve like that? Like, I don't know. Said then turned around and traded David Montgomery and 10 fab for AJ Brown to the same manager. I mean, I like that part. And then another manager traded James Cook and Jordan Mason for Zach Moss and Jamar Chase. Did you get Jamar Chase in that? If so, I like it. It's just a lot, it's a lot of trades where like you're winning on some players, you're losing on some players, but some people got to keep trading, just to like keep improving their team. If you're getting the best end of the deal every time, props to you. If you're making just even trades, I don't know, man. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing it. Uncle Ted said thoughts on Keenan Allen.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
He sucks, man. I don't want to bank on him. Fuckers always hurt. Yep, this week is start Rashad over Bucky for sure. And Uncle Ted said, always listen to Unc. He said, I don't play in the taco leagues like y'all. Exactly, man. Exactly. Oh, man. And Tucker won JF Olave's out. Who do I play out of Tucker and Tutu? Man. I feel like Tutu. It's ugly though, man. It's ugly. Papa J cricket's unworthy after week 1. Yeah. And like, do you remember how crazy motherfuckers were going for him after week 1? And like just the type of trades that I ended up seeing. I was like, man, why? After 1 game, 4 touches, 4 games, 1 touches. You're going to trade one of your hitters for Worthy, just straight up. And like, yeah, it's insane, man. Like Dynasty's different, but I'm talking about redraft where like people are like 1 game, 1 part of a game. And Christian said, hot take, think Henry will finish as a top 5. Cool. I had that take at the beginning of the season and months and months and months ago. So it's not that hot of a take. Not around here, because I've been saying that for months and months. Still does not negate the fact that you traded literally the guy you drafted highest on your team. So like, you want to cheer for those players who you got? That's fine. You don't like Brees? That's fine. But it wasn't a good trade. It was not a good trade. Like, could your players score more than Brees? Sure, they totally could. But guess what? You traded Brees. You traded your number 1 asset away for the hopes and the dreams, and like, I love Henry. I like Reed, but what, like, if you liked Henry that much, why didn't you take him over Brees, and then you wouldn't have had to trade for him? And like, you could have got Reed hella late. Reed's like, what, a 10th round guy, 11th round guy? And you trade your number 1 hitter, man. Your number 1 hitter for him. Okay, well, see, there you go. So I drafted him on. So, I mean, you're playing in like an 8-man league or like something like that. Like, I mean, I totally understand, but you made the wrong trade. No matter how you slice it, you made the wrong trade there. I'm not saying you shouldn't have traded for Henry and you shouldn't have traded for Reed, but trading away Brees Hall, that's the wrong move, man. That's the wrong move. And Jason, what up, bro? Thanks for the super chat, homie. 12-team PPR. Gino, Jamo, Jennings, Waddle, Leggett, Dell, Cup, Bijan, JK, Madison, Roshan, Mostert. Need 2 wide receivers, 2 RBs, and a flex. Well, I mean, you kind of never have to ask about Bijan, right? I mean, he should just always be in there. The running backs kind of suck, though. Sorry. I'm gonna go Roshan, man. I mean, it sucks to have to sit J.K. Dobbins. He's going up against Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs destroy running backs, especially Chris Jones in the middle. So I guess I'm going Bijan and Roshan for your 2 RBs. And it's a 14-teamer, so it's going to be different levels of ugly, right? And bro, there's no 16-man league in the world where Brees is drafted second round. Please explain why. And please invite me to those leagues. Brees Hall in 8-man leagues was getting drafted in like the top 5 more often than not. In our 12-man leagues, even in Superflex, like top 12, like 9 times out of 10. Like, how is Brees, unless it's some like keeper league or something? But yeah, that makes even less sense to me now. Let's see. So the wide receivers: J-Mo, Jennings, Waddle, Leggett, Dell. Well, Dell's not playing this week, so you didn't even have to put him in this, unless you were trying to test me to see if I knew. Man, now that's even worse. Now you drafted Amon-Ra, and then you traded for Brees, and then you traded him away. Bro, you're shooting yourself in the foot, man. You probably made a great trade to get Brees, and then you traded him away for thinking what you got was a great trade. Could you imagine Amon-Ra, Brees, and Derrick Henry somehow all on the same team? That could have been amazing. That's why I don't want to trade my heavy hitters. That's like you trading Amon-Ra for Brees. If you would have like done that, like, why don't trade top hitters for top hitters? Get all the top hitters you can. Man, and Jason, I'm still like having issues with your wide receivers here. I mean, J-Mo's got a horrible matchup. Waddle, I mean, shit really sucks with Waddle. Cup probably not playing. Leggett, I mean, fuck. Do we want to bank on that right now? I guess I'm gonna go Jennings and J-Mo. Horrible matchup for J-Mo, though. Papa J said thoughts on, and appreciate the super chat, Jason. You demand. Oh wait, and did I? No, not. I didn't do the one flex. So let's see. J-Mo, Jennings, those are the wide receivers. Bijan, Roshan, those are the running backs, and then the one flex. I feel like I'd take the random shot with Leggett here. I mean, unless Cooper Kupp plays, then you're gonna throw him in, but I don't think that's really happening. Yeah, I'll take the flyer on Leggett. I mean, that's all he is, Papa J, right now. Leggett, he's a flyer. He's a flyer because he's not gonna do anything that Adam Thielen did, you know? Man, I can't believe in a 16-man league, bro, you paired up Amon-Ra and Brees, and you got rid of that. What up, Frank? Shakira and Sutton to fill in for Adam. Shakira. Fuck Sutton. What up, Frank? What up, homie? And Frank Nunez, what up? Said Worthy going to go off when they start covering Rice. Well, when they start covering Rice, why wouldn't Kelsey go off? Like, no, Worthy is going to be like, I guess I'm trying to even think of a comp, but like, I don't know, just think of any guy over the last couple of years who got like no touches, but like randomly got a couple touchdowns, like here and there. Like, he gets no touches. Like, what do we chase in fantasy football? We chase volume. If you chase touchdowns with a little bit of volume, I mean, you're doomed to fail. And Tyree said Titans defense against Miami or the Steelers. Steelers. Doug, you're gonna have to start throwing in some super chats, bro. I think I'm just gonna do a net crack. I'm gonna mute this while I net crack. You want to hear those good net cracks, bro? You start putting in super chats, homie. I'm not some circus monkey here to perform for you. All right. Let's smoke more. Yeah, Doug. Every time you ask me for that neck crack, I'm until you throw in the super chat, I'm not gonna give you the benefit anymore. They said Tony will score another TD. Well, I'll do that.
Man, fuck Tony.
I'll do that. Man, like I'm just some guy here to like entertain you guys or something. Fucking Doug. It's because Doug's always got the hella weird requests. And he's like, dude, why don't you get like the spiciest Chipotle chip or like something? What's the weird ass shit that you used to say, Doug? Dude, like get this and this and this. I'm like, okay. Like I'm just gonna go to the store and go get like every fucking thing that you're asking me for right now, just because. Because if I trade ETN and like Madison for Gibbs, is that good? I mean, I guess, but like now you're just trying to like trade yourself out of a hole. And like that's the tough part. But I mean, yeah, sure. It is. It is. Toker 1J, what up? What up? Coach C excited to have Hustler pick the Chargers in our Survivor. Man, Coach C, you think that I'm really going to do that, huh? You think that you antagonizing me and poking the bear is going to make me do it? I'm waiting for you to switch. I'm surprised that you took the same team as me and that I'd been talking about it. I've been talking about it all week, and you came in on a Thursday pretending like I haven't been talking about that all week. Toker 1J said, here's Doug Slack, brother. See, Doug, you're lucky you got cool guys like Toker 1J feeding the super chats for you. All right. Noble's got his first football game today. Super nervous for him. Man, it really chaps my ass. The coaches, man, they're just not good, man. I don't know what it is. Like, how come no coaches teach like any kind of fundamentals or like anything? And there's just like certain things that you need more people out there. It's like me and Noble can only work on so much when it's when it's just one-on-one. But like, it's so weird, man. Like, all they do is just drills where they run and try to get the flags like off of the kids. There's like no actual like learning any technique. They just like kind of tell you like what to do. And like I even had to tell the coach, I was like, hey coach, do you mind showing Noble what you mean? He's literally played football for like 2 weeks, and everything that you're saying, I mean, you might as well be speaking Chinese to him. Like, you understand that, right? Like, he knows nothing of what you are saying, and you're like speaking to him like he's understanding you, and like he does not understand what backside coverage is and fucking breakdown, and like he does not understand what any of that is. And like, how can I teach him backside coverage and just like helping him like one-on-one, like it needs to be taught where you guys are doing offense versus defense. And man, I feel there's a couple good kids like on the team, so I feel like they're not like gonna get like outright smoked, but it's like the good kids are just gonna keep doing good. And like, but he's not even teaching the good kids any technique. It's like they're just so much better than the bad kids that are not the bad kids, the kids who haven't played before until now. They're just so much better than the kids that have never played before until now, that like the coach probably thinks he's doing something good because there's like 3 kids who dominate all the other kids. Super weird, man. It is super weird. And Doug's a different kind of person. I appreciate the fuck out of him. Toker 1J, what positions Noble play? I mean, it's flag football, so it's not like tackle football. There's 5 positions, or there's 5 people out there. On defense, I have no fucking idea, man. It's like no matter what, because they're not showing him anything. So like no matter what on defense, he's going to be a liability. Like he doesn't like understand like angles and like things like that. Like he doesn't understand those kind of things. And even though I've like worked with him a little bit, it's different when you work one-on-one and like compared to like when you have 5 defensive players out there. You know, like he doesn't understand, like he just runs towards the ball, you know, and like if he's like all the way on the left or right side, like if they're goofy enough to do that instead of putting him in the middle somewhere, like that means he's going to run all the way to one other side, not understanding that if the player cuts it back, you know, he could totally like bring it back. And so they had him at the mic for a little while at the middle linebacker. I hope that they have him play there because I feel like that's probably a better, like, you know, you don't want kids to hit the corners, you know, you don't want them to hit the sideline. They could be gone. So I hope that they put him somewhere in the middle and they'll randomly have him playing safety. Like that's definitely the worst thing, like for him, because he doesn't understand, okay, I have to stay back here and I have to wait and watch. And even though I'm kind of telling him that, it's like, you know, it's tough. So middle linebacker, hopefully, is where they put him at. And then who the fuck knows on offense? Like he's probably going to, I mean, I don't think he'd be a wide receiver. They'd probably put him at one of the running back spots. That'd probably be where he'd be going. He's getting better at like, you know, running with the ball and doing spins and, you know, things like that. Like that's the thing that he's actually improved on the most, like out of everything. But yeah. Doug said for 50 cents, eat black pepper. Man, Doug, do you think I'm in some poor, impoverished country right now? I don't even think you can put a fucking super chat in for 50 cents. Don't ever say that again, man. You sound like a fucking moron. And Coach C said, half the time you're live, I'm in class with our time zones. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You need to be going back and watching on double speed or triple speed. I talk slow enough to where you could do that. Giants usually little league coaches are trying to get their sons, into the all-star game. I never had a coach whose kid wasn't the shortstop, starting pitcher, cleanup hitter. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's usually how it goes, you know, and like that's what's kind of lame is that, I mean, it's all just parents, it's all volunteers, but that's just why, man. That's just why, like a lot of players on the come up, you know, good at certain things, but then horrible at other things because you never learned fundamentals. And I think that's fucking crazy. The coach's kid, he's like 7 and he's been playing for 3 years already. Like it's ridiculous. And like the coach's kid is like such a little whiny bitch, man. And I hate saying that about kids, but they're all 7 years old. They're all 7 and 8 years old. Like maybe one kid is 6 who like hasn't turned 7 yet or whatever because of like league age, whatever. But man, his son is, you know, one of the best 2 on the team. How about that? There's like 3 kids on the team who are like really, really good. And the younger kid is like one of the 2. But he's always acting like a whiny little bitch. Like he'll fuck with Noble. And then Noble will respond. And then, Noble's doing this to me. And like, I fucking hate kids like that. Hate kids like that. And you're one of the best out there. And you act like a whiny little brat and fuck with other kids. And then when they respond to you, try to get them in trouble. I hate that shit. And yo, Frizil, what up? And Frank, he said Fields, Tua, Fields, Carr, Dalton, and been streaming since Tua. Okay. Now, I've done it once today or once this week. And I don't know if I've ever done it before this week where I said I'd be willing to start Fields. And it's because of how bad the Colts rushing defense is, where I really feel like he's going to be able to get off versus them on the ground. So if this is a 4-point passing touchdown league, I would say I'm going Fields. If this is a 6-point passing touchdown league, I'm going Dalton. Jared, what up, bro? So that might be a dumb question, but Garrett Wilson, sustainably, would you play Jacoby Myers over him with Adams out? Probably. I mean, see, the thing is like we got to remember how good Aaron Rodgers is. So Garrett Wilson could score 1 or 2 touchdowns every single game, but is he going to be facing one of the best cornerbacks in the league? Yeah, he is. Is he probably going to get slowed down? Yeah, he is. Jacoby also going up against one of the better defensive units. I mean, at least, secondary and the cornerbacks of the Browns over there. I feel like because Adams is out, it's not getting super cute. It could be a sustainable play. But I'm also super nervous that this is like a hella low scoring game. And I feel like I would just start Garrett Wilson over Jacoby. If you can't handle it mentally, if Garrett Wilson gets under 10 points, just start Jacoby. But Jacoby could go under 10 points also. Gardner Minshew, he's looking okay out there, but he's looking suspect and at different times as well. Frizzle said Tank Bigsby on my waivers. I guess people don't like him anymore. Should I pick him up for a stash flex? I mean, it depends on who you have. He's kind of not really worth it. Looks like got a few starts and sits for you today. First one, likely or Schultz. I guess I don't know why anybody would be starting Schultz at this point. Like, other than just the name, because like, has he done anything like at all? Let's go see. Because I mean, likely sucks, but he is going up against Buffalo, and they're probably going to be targeting him a bunch. I mean, Schultz is getting 3 to 5 targets like a game. And like, I don't know. I mean, with I guess because Tank Dell's out, maybe that's the only reason why like I'd even consider like starting him, because Tank Dell's out, but Tank Dell also hasn't been doing shit. What up, Nick? Will said JSN, Worthy, Yoshi, Waddle. JSN, man. Like, he's done so much better than everybody else, like on this list, at least in the last couple weeks. Conquer them. What up? Do I wait for Walker on Monday or play Steele in the flex? I got Hopkins on my bench also. Well, you'll make the decision later today. So you got to find out. We got to find out what's up with Walker. He doesn't practice today, more than likely not playing. And then that makes a decision for you. So you just got to make the decision tomorrow morning, not today. Jed said, thanks, man. I also got Bowers at tight end. Would you play Goddard or Brian Thomas in the flex? I'm leaning Goddard in the flex, Bowers in my tight end spot. Yeah, do it. Goddard over Brian Thomas. Will said some leagues for all the QT. What? Some leagues for all the QTs. So pick 2 for the flex out of these 2 guys: Dobbins, Ray Davis, Roshan. I mean, I guess Roshan and Dobbins. I mean, I don't know. They're all bad. What up, Adema? What up, homie? Daniel, hey, man, dealing with a lot of injuries at receiver. With Olave out, would you roll Jennings, McLaurin, or Ridley? Probably McLaurin. Kind of tough, man. A lot of question marks there. And Nick said Ford, Braylon Allen, Coleman, Watson, Rashad White, or Steele. Who to start at the flex? I'm leaning Ford as of today. I say, I think with Foy out, a lot of people are thinking the middle of the field is going to be open for Schultz. I mean, I guess they forgot about Devin Lloyd and Chad Muma. Like, Chad Muma might be one of the better backup linebackers like in the league. He just is behind 2 of the better linebackers in the league. Frizzle said Tank, Blake, or Davis for the stash. Probably Davis. What up, Red Solo? Said, am I overthinking playing Carson Steele, Najee over Derrick Henry this week? Thinking Henry's a solid 4 points with Boomer Bust, TD, and Steele. I mean, you do whatever you want. I'm not sitting Derrick Henry. Like, the dude has 4 touchdowns in 3 games. Like, like you say, boom bust. I mean, he's got 4 touchdowns in 3 games. So, I mean, I don't know. He gets the touchdown. It's going to be worth it. Carson Steele, he's still all hype. And Najee's got one of the better matchups, but I'm not sitting Derrick Henry, man. Like, I'm not going to sit him. Said, no, my questions were all regarding the same league. You picked JSN, cool, but then with all the rest of the guys I mentioned, pick 2 for the flex. I did. I said Dobbins and Roshan. Is that not 2 people? I'm confused. Is it a different question? Like, I'm so confused on what you're saying. Nick said Braylon Allen looked good. You think he'll take over soon? Bro, I talked about this earlier. Like, no, he's not going to fucking take. Why? Like, dude, it almost angers me that, like, people buy into hype that much that, like, I keep having to re-explain to, like, make you guys, like, not listen to these other dumbass fucking Twitter analysts or these dumbass other cute YouTubers who fucking give you guys these fucking takes that, like, are so outlandish that if they hit, they'll be a superstar. It's only for fucking clout, man. It is only to get people, like, engaging with them. Braylon Allen is not taking over for Breece Hall without an injury. Can everybody please remember that? Please remember that. If I hear somebody saying, again, that they traded Breece Hall because they think that Breece Hall is going to lose his job, like, that means that I have not done any justice for you as someone who's trying to give you, like, information. So, please. Red Solo said it right there. Braylon Allen is really good. He is. I'm not saying that he is not good, okay? Just like Red Solo just said right there. He's reiterating exactly what I'm saying. Yes, Braylon Allen is fucking good, okay? Damn near every running back in the fucking NFL is good, especially if you're drafted, in the 3rd round. Like, you're at least good. But yet he is not taking over for Breece Hall. Like, I don't ever want to answer this question again because get it out of your brain. Like, get it. You guys should go and be trading Braylon Allen for someone crazy. If, like, people are really getting behind this, without injury, Braylon Allen will be nothing more than Breece's handcuff and, like, a potential flex in random bye weeks. Okay. He got those 2 touchdowns. He didn't get a lot of touches. Guys also need to remember, if someone gets 10, 11 touches, like, in a game, and the person, who's the 1A gets more than them, it doesn't mean that person's going to lose their spot. It, like, probably has to do a lot with game script and game flow. Come on, guys. Come on. Don't make me feel like I'm not doing the justice for you guys. And what up, Justin? He said, LOL, I like your page, bro. Said, take another hit of that motherfucker. I'm blowing myself. Let's go. Let's do it. It's time for a smoke.
All right. Fire them up.
Let's go. All right. Rant over, guys. I'm not attacking anybody personally. But I see these dumbass Twitter analysts, who are just putting posts out there and they just try to come up with these cute fucking takes, and stuff like Braylon Allen is going to fucking take over. Like, no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Everybody here should know that shit is not happening without an injury. And Corey, what up? What up? Corey.
You got perfect time. About to start a little puff giving this mother.
Let's go. Will, bro, I answered all of your questions. What is going on, man? What is going on? I answered literally all your questions. So what is going on? What's really going on, bro? What's really going on? I answered every single question. Did you not hear me answer all of the questions? Because I'm so confused. Let's go, Dima. Let's blaze it up. I'm charging up my Dr. Dabber right now. Charging up Dr. Dabber right now. Frank said, do you like Strange over Ertz? Probably. I mean, Ertz, he just has no upside to me. Like, it's not like Strange really does either. But it's like, because of the way that everybody is guarding fucking Christian Kirk right now, it's like they are really doing everything in their power to take Christian Kirk out of the fucking game. And it's been happening. Except for the second half of this third game, Christian Kirk's been like blanketed everywhere. Like, he was never really that good. But like when you're leaving him like wide open, you know, like what the hell do you think is going to happen? And they ain't leaving them wide open anymore now. They are not. They are not. And Derek, I'm going to check right now what you just said. Ooh, I see news that Sam Laporta is good to go. It's a great matchup for Sam Laporta. Yep, there we go. Tyler Huntley will start at quarterback on Monday, Mike McDaniel says. Don't start him. Don't start him, you guys. Don't do it. And yeah, so Frank, I think I would go Strange over Ertz. One Nation, what up? Would you start Elijah, Higgins, or Chig? Higgins? Right? Which Elijah are you talking about? Sir Roderick the Great. So I'm starting to get that secondhand high. Keep it G. Let's go. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Appreciate you guys. We go live every day. So every single morning I'm live, and then most evenings I'm live. It will the football games, watch parties, always live. And so you'd play Dobbins and Roshan over Worthy, Waddle. Dude, so here's the thing. You asked 3 questions, and I answered your 3 questions based on what you asked. If you're combining multiple things, put it back in so I can answer the question properly, because I answered your questions based on what you gave. Like, remember that there's other people in here who are commenting, and that literally there's all these different comments. Once I answer your shit, it's like in my brain and out, because I'm answering like hundreds of questions right now. So if you want me to re-answer or whatever, One Nation said Elijah Higgins, the Cardinals backup. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Colby said start 2, bro. Stevenson, Sutton, Quentin Johnson, McLaurin, Pittman, Hubbard. It's all bad here, man. McLaurin. McLaurin and Stevenson, I guess. Like, I don't. It's crazy because like all these guys, it's like, I mean, I don't know if these are like the flexes or whatever, but it's like, man, all these guys are like, they don't have the best matchups this week. Like, I'm nervous about Stevenson. Fucking Quentin Johnston. Like, if Herbert was going to be there, like, sure. But, like, yeah, he's questionable. I doubt he plays. And now they say Joe Alt is questionable as well. And, like, dude, Rashawn Slater, I think they already said is out. I need to go double check that. But it's like, the Chargers, man, they are all fucked up at the line right now. And Herbert. Like, so it's hard to start anybody over there. And Will said, I wasn't sure if you understood my question. I mean, you just got to have it all on the same thing. And I guess you could put it all on the same, but yeah, you might have to put it in as a super chat. Maybe that's why. But yeah, I mean, you put it in a super chat, you can type almost as much as you want. It gives you a certain amount of characters. But yeah, you do things like that. It's almost like you're never going to, like, there's too many questions coming in right now. They get separated and all that. Red Solo, how confident are you? And likely not confident at all. Got McBride, but like Gesicki, Tomlin, Conklin are on waivers. I mean, the one reason why I am a tiny bit confident in likely is because Buffalo, like, that's kind of one of the only ways that you can really attack them is through the corners are just, man, they are they're fucking killing it, man. And so like that's the only reason why I kind of like Likely is that it's probably going to be a big part of the game plan to feed the tight ends. Conklin, not the best matchup. I mean, Gesicki, better matchup, than the other two guys, I feel. But like, would you literally just have to drop Likely to pick up Gesicki? Or do you have like another, kind of random guy that you might be able to drop? Tucker 1J, you think Huntley's going to get T. Hill Crunk? Why though? Why? And Sir Roderick the Great, do I need to stop handcuffing Likely or just release him to the waiver wire? It depends on who you have, but the whole Baltimore tight end situation just really sucks right now because like I feel like any given game that Likely could just end up being the guy. So it's like it's almost like a headache. Do you start him? Do you sit him? Things like that. What up, Patrick? Trade Godwin and Dowdle for Kai Wren, my current RB. Dak, Goff, Gibbs, Pollard, Javonte, Brown, Dowdle, Irving, AJ Brown, Waddle, Rice, Higgins, Godwin. I mean, I know that Godwin is like nice depth for you, but like we're 1 week removed from him being like the number one point getter at wide receiver, And I don't know if I wanna do that. I mean, you do need to improve your wide receivers for sure. You do need to improve. I mean, your running backs, you do need to improve them. What up, John? He said, is AJ in? We don't know as of yet. We don't know. He's questionable. We're going to find out tomorrow morning, I bet. But yeah, he's questionable. He's not out. He is not out. I think I would just hold. And Doug said Alex is on fire today. You know it. I simplified it. Pick 2 for the flex. Always simplify it, bro. Don't make shit hard on me, man. Don't make shit hard on me, bro. I'm here. Unless someone's throwing in a super chat, I mean, you might as well think of me as slave labor right now because I'm working 100% for free right now. And a lot of questions being asked. So yeah, you should please make it simple on me. He said, pick 2 for the flex. Worthy, Roshan, Dobbins, Waddle, Yoshi. Yeah, you should have asked that before, bro, instead of like 3 questions to like get the same answer somehow. Yeah, and they all suck, dude. Like they really do. Roshan and Worthy, I guess. Yeah. It's Roshan and Worthy or Roshan and Yoshi, one of the two. And both of them are going to give you like the same kind of random potential upside for a TD. So I'm going to say Worthy against the Chargers. And Red Solo, Moo McBride to the IR. He said, got a free slot. He said, but I got Likely. Oh, well, I mean, go pick up someone else. I mean, yeah, Buffalo's going to be tough either way, but the tight end is kind of one of the only places that you can actually do anything. So either Likely in the Baltimore D or Conklin or Gesicki or the Raiders defense. I mean, I wouldn't want to start Baltimore. Yeah, see, I mean, and damn, the Raiders, like that's the best defense. Like, you can't play the Raiders with no Max Crosby, man. Like, there's 0 point to play the Raiders with no Max Crosby, and I know that like the Browns are like they're so bad right now that even the Giants were able to get off, but like no Max Crosby is going to equal a lot of bad things, I'm assuming, for the Raiders. That's what I'm assuming. And so if you have to pick up a defense, you might not even be able to pick up like another tight end, right? So I'd probably just roll likely. I feel like him, like all those guys are very similar. Like their ceiling's probably like 5, like 5 catches. Like that kind of sucks, man. It kind of sucks. Corey said Conklin or Strange. Huh. So Texans giving up. I mean, I've only given up decent points to the tight end once. And I think it was because of that touchdown that, what's his name, Munt scored on him. I'm gonna go Conklin versus the Broncos. Yeah, let's do it. John said need to flex into the wide receivers. Garrett Wilson, JSN. Or what? Or picking Ben Ramondre? What was that? I'm leaning JSN. Papa J. Snoop Huntley is the Wawa version of Lamar. Corbin, what up? He says Hufanga healthy and a startable over Witherspoon. Let's go see if he got a full practice. I feel like he's still questionable right now. I feel like he's still questionable. Yeah, I don't. He's questionable, but it doesn't look like he practiced all week. So I would say he's not startable because I would need to pick up another defense. Yeah, you got to pick up the other defense. Browns defense is on waiver too. I mean, could be good versus the Raiders. John, Yoshi, or Naylor. Yoshi, because Addison's coming back. Damn right, Crispy said you guys definitely don't have anyone else that will try to answer your questions or do as many lives as us. He doesn't demand it. So the right thing would do, send at least one super chat. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. For sure. I know it's free entertainment for you guys, but this is helping you. This is helping you. Because if it was just free entertainment, you guys might not be here as often as you are. But yeah, for all the help and everything, throw in a super chat, man. As broke as people are, it doesn't matter how broke you are. At $2, $3, $5, like, doesn't matter how broke you are. It's easy to throw down something like that and support the cause. And support a small business owner. Like this is like coming into a small business owner's establishment, and like asking a bunch of questions and then just like bouncing, like support the small business. And peace out, Toker 1J. Almost 9:00 on the West Coast here. Kamara doesn't go to pick up Taysom Hill. Might be a crazy play. I don't want Taysom Hill. Like if Kamara doesn't play, it's probably going to be more, crying Jamal. Mitchell, but I mean Taysom Hill, even if Kamara's out, he's still going to be a gadget guy. Still going to be a gadget guy. Corey said Mixon plays. Are we starting him? I don't think he's practiced at all this week. Let me go. Actually, I think he got into limited. Yeah, crying Jamal. Hell yeah. Do you guys remember that shit when he was like so happy? And it's so funny, man. I want to go find that video. He starts crying and shit. He's like, but don't get it twisted. Still got some dog in this mug. He got hella emotional and then like had to catch himself. Like, oh shit, I forgot. I'm on national fucking TV right now crying. Okay, so the only man, Corey, you the man, bro. He said supporting the best small business. You the man. Fucking appreciate you. And so Joe Mixon, if he plays, I feel like I have to start him versus the Jags. And I was just going to check the injury report to see if he got in any work on Friday. And it's what I thought. He got in limited practice. So it's probably like a 50-50 on if he's even going to play or not. But I'm pretty sure that they have one of the early games, right? Let me go. I'm going to go check that. But I am almost positive that they are one of the early games. Yep, they play the Jags at 10 o'clock. So as long as you're here in the morning, you will find out about what time do they tell us. For the games that start at 10 o'clock, we find out all the injury news an hour and a half before kickoff. So 8:30 West Coast time. Like if you guys don't tune in for the entire show, make sure you guys come in around 8:30 West Coast time, 11:30 Eastern, because then we go through all the official, ins and outs. And so that's all these questionable guys who we're waiting on. Like I go live like 7-8 o'clock, at night. And it's usually because there's some information. Shout out to the Fantasy Football University on IG. And it's usually because there's some information that they give us on Saturday where, we'll get some insight. X player is likely to play. X player is unlikely to play, things like that. Red Solo. Yeah, Cam Akers is a must if Mixon's out, because it's because of how bad the Jags are versus the run. Like that's what it is. Like a really, really good matchup. And we saw last week, if Cam's not going to be Fantasy Football University said Toki. Oh yeah. Toking it up, bro.
You got perfect time. About to start a little puff giving this.
And there's way more people on YouTube right now, Fantasy Football University, than Instagram. You're the only one chilling on Instagram. I appreciate you. But Fantasy Football Hustler on YouTube, if you want to come join the chat. So we haven't had the privilege of chatting yet. He said, Kevin, so far. Okay. Cool. I like it. Nick said, what about truckers? Fucking Doug. And Doug. Bad Sport, what up, bro? Should I drop Braylon Allen for Rocha? Man, Bad Sport, thank you. See, someone who's talking sensibly. Said, I got Caleb Williams and only holding Allen for a cuff of my opponent. If you're only holding him for a cuff of your opponent, and like, would Roshan be a potential flex for you this week? Because I do like him as a potential flex. A lot of injuries. If you'd be using him as a potential flex, I'd say yeah. If you are just picking him up, just because you like him more than Brain Allen, I don't know. I don't know. And Justin Tucker, the Justin Truckers, swerving all over the place. Those missed field goals for sure. They're fucking up right now. Totally fucking up. All right. Yeah. And Fantasy University said, hell no, don't drop Allen. I mean, that's what unless you're going to actually play Roshan, because I wouldn't play what's his name? I wouldn't play Braylon Allen right now. He is just like a handcuff to me, a stash. And sometimes those stash guys, you got to get rid of them. But yeah, I would only drop him if you're actually going to play Roshan. If you're not going to play Roshan, or there's no intention of playing Roshan, I'm just going to hold him. And see, look at that, Corbin, Roshan in the flex over Javonte, and that would be something I would say too, because Javonte, it's horrible, man. It's fucking horrible over there. And Fantasy University on IG, you're probably going to see a healthy split with Allen, so Hall is just always rested. Let's go look at what people consider a healthy split. Because there's a lot of people who are just thinking that it's literally going to turn into a 50-50, like Breece Hall, Allen split. So, just right off the bat, Allen is playing 30% of the snaps. Breece is playing 70% of the snaps. That's at least over the last two games. And he did get a bump up from week 1 where he played like 18%, and then now he's like a 30% guy. Braylon Allen. And then let's look at the targets. Targets, Brees has 19 and Braylon has 8, so less than half. Brees Hall also has more targets than anybody on the team except for Garrett Wilson, who has 26. Now let's go look at the game logs. So week 1, Brees has 21 total touches. Braylon Allen has 1 touch. Okay. And then this is where everyone starts going crazy, right? Because, whoa, Braylon Allen jumped from 2 touches, sorry, in week 1. Braylon Allen jumped from 2 touches to 9 touches, and he scored 2 touchdowns. Well, Lottie fucking Daw, he's going to take over, isn't he? Brees got 21 touches that game and a touchdown. And then the next game after that, 14 total touches. Okay, 14 total touches for the kid, Braylon. Brees got 20 total touches, and they were kicking the shit out of the Jets the entire fucking game. You guys honestly think that if they were playing someone good and it was actually a close game, that Brees Hall would be surrendering touches to Braylon Allen? I don't think so. I don't think so, Tim. We're gonna get that. I don't think so, Tim. No. And Sam Fantasy University said 65-35. They're literally like at that right now. Like, Braylon played 38% of the snaps last week. And why did he play 38% of the snaps? Because they were kicking the shit out of the Patriots. All that means stuff. That's the context that actually wins people trades, wins people fantasy football leagues. Like, it's not just the stat tracking. It's not just looking at the snap percentage only. It's the context behind what happened. All right. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Jets don't want to give Brees 35 touches a game. I mean, in a game where they're winning 24-3, 20-3, they really have no reason to, and it sucks when that happens. But like, they have some tough games over the next couple weeks. Like, they're only playing the Patriots twice a season. And outside of that, they've been in some competitive games. And the splits, like, Braylon wasn't even getting 50%, of the splits in games where they weren't kicking the shit out of someone. And Rams House, what up? Dynasty full PPR 1.75 for tight ends. Superflex. Have an offer of Ayuk and Bigsby for McConkey, Myers, and Dobbins. Should I try to counter? Well, you need to tell me what side of this you're on. I don't clearly know what side you're on, but this is a very blah trade to me either way. Like, I'm not really excited about players on either side of this trade right now. So it's with Ingram and Dobbins instead. Maybe get Braylon Allen instead. So you have to tell me what side you're on and what's the point of this trade. That's the one thing I always ask people. Like, what are you trying to improve? Or are you just trading just to trade? Because if you're trading just to trade, you don't need my confirmation, but I tell people to make calculated trades that are going to specifically help your team improve somewhere. What up, Flo? Said if AK doesn't play, who should I flex? Javante, Tutu. Downs. I'll go Tutu. DD Red Solo, well, to counter your point, though, 60-40 split is no joke. Said the league winning upside if Brees gets abducted. He said with that league winning upside if Brees gets abducted by aliens. Yeah, and if we go look at most of the NFL is splitting like that anyways. And Oh, you know what? Rams House is on YouTube, but they're on my Alex Marino YouTube channel. Rams House, make sure you come over to the Fantasy Football Hustler channel when you get some time. That's the one where everybody's at right now. But I appreciate you subbing up over there because that is, that's my project. That's going to be more of like my personal like type of blog and stuff. But I'm always going to go live there when I'm doing the fantasy football stuff as well. But yeah, he's not on the Fantasy Football Hustler YouTube. Appreciate you, though. It's the shit, man. I love it when people find the other one because we're going to get that one to 1,000 subs sometime soon. And, there we go. Now Rams House hopped over to the Hustler one. And he said, would you drop Worthy for Wandale? See, look at that. It's crazy. When I drop Worthy for Wandale, I mean, you can't do it right now anyways, unless you have like free reign of like waivers. I feel like I would throw Worthy in a 2-for-1 trade before I would just drop him. So what I'd be doing if I was you, I would be pushing so hard to trade a player and have Worthy as kind of like the throw-in. And if you can tier up on a player and then you have that extra spot and then you just go pick up Wandale, I mean, that is how you want to try to do this. Easier said than done. But you got to go look for, the right trade partner. Corey said Rodgers, Mayfield, Goff, then Higgins or Kirk. I'm going to go Rodgers. And I mean, tough matchup, but I'm going to go Rodgers. And I'm going to go Higgins over Kirk because it's a really tough matchup for Kirk. And okay, be getting the Ayuk side. Okay, so let's see. So it was Ayuk and Bigsby for McConkey, Myers, and Dobbins. I mean, there's multiple Myers, in the league. I'm assuming Jacoby Myers. Yeah, I mean, if you can get someone better than Bigsby, I mean, the reason why this person's trying to trade off Ayuk is because he looks like trash. Like right now. I mean, that's why the person's trying to trade off of him. Jacoby. Okay, yeah, I was right. I mean, see, I'm not mad at that. I guess I just don't like Bigsby. But yeah, McConkey, I mean, the rookie hype is real on a guy like McConkey for sure. I mean, Jacoby Myers, Dobbins for Dynasty, they're whatever, man. So it's really just like, can you get someone better than Bigsby coming back? And I know you said Braylon Allen, like, yeah, if you can get Braylon Allen instead of Bigsby, that makes it a little better. But yeah, that's what I feel like I would want to counter with something like that. Like just something where you're getting a better player than Bigsby. And what University say over there? He's on IG. Appreciate you, bro. And actually, I'm throwing, I don't know if the link will come through on IG or how that will work, but I'm going to throw the link in over here just in case. Healthy rested. Breece Hall is best for the team. Yeah, but you're not going to rest him in games where they need to win and games where it is close and you need him. So yes, are they going to rest him and not give him 50 touches in a game when they're beating the shit out of someone? You're 100% right. 100% right. Says sucks holding on to it says sucks too holding late on to players. You're right. I am your what up on Twitch. What up, homie? And Crispy, I didn't even see this. Crispy resubbed on Twitch. You the fucking man, Crispy.
Roll a fatty for this pimp daddy.
Let's get ready to smoke it for Crispy. Let's get it. And Bryce. Gibbs or Taylor, rest of season. I hate questions like this because I want to know the context. You trading one for the other? Give me the context and I'll answer that. Papa J. Had Adams go down. Do I rock with D-Hop or dart throw Leggett? Dude, Miami is giving up like the least amount of points to wide receivers right now. Almost feel like I would dart throw Leggett because I feel like D-Hop is just is just a, what's it called? A fucking dart throw. Also, he just happened to get a touchdown last week. No volume. No volume. Jonathan, what up, bro? He said start one at the flex. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Dang it. I'm probably so late to this party. But the 3 QB leagues, man, I think Johnny's in that one too. Oh, Ghost Monkey is too. Let's see. Yeah. Huntley was already grabbed a while ago. But you know what? I can grab Trey Tucker over here. Hold on, guys. Got to make some moves over here. So now people are going to be all over Trey Tucker's nuts this week. Let's go. And Jonathan says start one at the flex. Zach Moss, Monty Cooper. Man, I really think Amari Cooper is going to have a good game. I'm going with him. Over Monty like this slightly. KJ Frederick. How's the weather down south? Only Mike Evans and Deontay Johnson want to play them unless it's a rain game. And I kind of don't want to play either of them. What up, Ghost Monkey? Said, how you feeling about Huntley now the QB in Miami for Hill? I feel the same. I feel exactly the same. Mark offered Kyler and Gibbs for AR and Justin Jefferson half PPR. I'm leaning yes. Bad idea. I still have DK. Like which side? Like you'd be getting the Murray Gibbs side? I mean, I don't like getting rid of Justin Jefferson. So, and I don't like AR5. I don't even know why we're calling him that. He doesn't even deserve a nickname. I don't like Anthony Richardson. And like, yeah, to improve, your RB, you got to give up your best wide receiver. So I just don't like it, man. I just don't like it. Yeah, you're helping yourself at RB, and then you're hurting yourself at wide receiver. Yeah, giving away JJ. I just don't like you giving away JJ, man. Like, I don't. Crispy said, Walker, Kenneth, we don't know yet. Saturday practice. Well, that's when we're going to find out. Red Solo, who would you pick up with an extra roster spot if you can get Allen instead of Bigsby? I'm doing it. Yeah. Why not? Bigsby sucks. I said he's droppable, man. I am your Steeler worthy. I'll go Steele for the volume. Bryce, I'm debating trading for either of them. JT then. And Michael Wilson going to eat with McBride out this week. Well, I think it's a combination of who they're playing against and McBride being out because they're going up against the Commandos. And, man, the Commandos just give up the straight booty to the QBs, the running backs, and the wide receivers. For whatever reason, the tight ends haven't really been eating too much against Washington. I feel like maybe it's because everyone else is just eating so much that, maybe tight ends just kind of get left out of the party. But I think either way, Michael Wilson and Greg Dortch are amazing, like deeper league, flex plays, double flex, triple flex, guys like that. Guys who need to start that many starters. I feel like those guys are like going to be really good because of the matchup. And I mean really good in comparison to how they've been in other matchups recently. I mean, I know Michael Wilson killed it last week. That's why he's one of the ones I'm thinking, against this team right here, he's going to be solid.
This shit right here. This shit right here. This shit right here.
And Red Solo trying to get Allen then. I like picking up Jacoby. Super underrated. Yeah. Frank said Holland Allen situation, kind of like LT Michael Turner situation from the old Chargers. Nah. I mean, it was different because like the Chargers back then, they're running it like 40 times a game. So it's just because back then they had Darren Sproles also. Like that might be potentially the best three running back trio set ever. LT, Michael the Burner Turner, and fucking Darren Sproles. And Darren Sproles had the longest career out of all of them. That's even crazier. Yeah, Darren Sproles, he still holds the record for the most all-purpose yards in one season. It's fucking insane, man. Iron Man. So no, I would not. I'm not putting Hall and Allen in that category, in that type of category yet. And Red Solo, Keon or Jamison Williams. I played Coleman last week. Call me crazy, but I like the guy and I want to play him again. Waddle's another option. Well, the thing with Jamison, they're going up against Seattle, and I believe Seattle, let me go double check, but I'm pretty sure they're giving up like the least amount of points to wide receivers, 9th least amount of points to wide receivers. And that's what kind of sucks. Like for him is that it's a really horrible matchup. And yeah, I feel like, you know, if you got that gut feeling, trust your gut, bro. Trust your gut. And Flo said, dope bong, homie. Bro, you guys got to get on it, man. I got the, it's the Jerome Baker bong. And did I tell you guys that I got the hookup for it? Come on, man. Hold on. Let me find it here. Where is it? Come on, man. Go get your guys' Jerome Baker bong so you can be just like me. It's a 10% discount, I believe, by using the promo code fantasy. But if you use that link specifically, it will it'll take you there and it'll automatically plug it in. Get on this Jerome Baker hype, man. It's the best fucking glass around. And 6 point per passing touchdown. Would you play Love or Dalton? Said leaning Love. I'm scared he might be eased in. If Love plays, he's going to be a full go, but he is going up against the Vikings D, just like you said right there. I think I'd still take Love though. Think I would. And Red Solo said, man's bong sponsored legend. You already know, man. You already know. Bong and Dab Rig sponsored. Like all these guys, you know, all these other peeps, you know, they might be impressed by the underdog, you know, it's not affiliates, you know, which I have as well, but I don't talk about it that much. But yeah, man, like I know you're the second person, like when I said because we got the Dab Rig. We got the Dab Rig sponsorship also. So go get your Dr. Dabber E-Rig. Links in the chat right now. And yeah, that's what I'm happy about. You know, we got the relationships with some of the dope companies out there, you know. Red Solo, I might trust the rifle. First games back are always scary. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough game versus Minnesota. John said Drake London or the Slim Reaper. Well, you know, Devonta Smith isn't playing, right? So Drake London. Johnny says Seattle got the really good safeties. I probably won't let JMO get behind him. Right. And that's one of the reasons why they're not giving up a shitload of points to wide receivers also, because they're not giving up like crazy deep passes like that. And see, when you got to go up against like DK and Lockett and JSN in practice, that makes your secondary way better, because like there aren't too many wide receiver cores that have 3 talented wide receivers like them, especially a guy like DK who could just burn the defense. So like they're always accounting for that kind of shit. Always. They fucking work on it in practice. Garrett Wilson or London. Ooh, man. I really don't like Garrett Wilson like this week. But it's like, man, like, does London ever do anything versus the Saints? I mean, I know that they got Kirk Cousins over there right now, but man, I swear he never does anything versus the Saints. And so it almost just makes me want to take Garrett Wilson, you know, and just go with the guy whose QB is looking hot right now, man. Spitting hot fire. What up, Mike? Thanks for the super chat, homie. He said 12-teamer, PPR, 2 flex, trade Ramondre and Mooney for Ken Walker. I think I would. I think I would. Now you don't need Ramondre or Mooney or Ken Walker for this week, right? Because like we still don't know if Ken Walker is going to officially play this week. We're going to find out later today, but it's the West Coast, so you might not hear about it for a couple hours. And because Ramondre, I hate the matchup this week. Like Mooney is whatever. I mean, you probably got him as a waiver wire pickup anyways. How's your running back situation besides Ramondre? How's the running back situation? I'm assuming Mooney doesn't make a difference one way or the other on your wide receiver situation. Yeah, let me know. And Red Solos, I saw Jameson Williams have Tyreek Woolen on. So yeah, JMO might be locked up. Yeah. And I mean, even just Woolen, I mean, they got multiple, they got dogs over there at the cornerback position for sure. That's like, I know they're not the Legion of Boom like anymore, but the Legion of Boom was kind of built off of their secondary, and then guys like Bobby Wagner and stuff, but it's like they were built from like, the back end, I guess. And seems like it's like really working like that right now. I know they got Leonard Williams, but Wilson, I just dropped Braylon Allen for Michael Wilson. And yes, it's deeply playing Wilson over Worthy. But this isn't the league I was talking about earlier. Okay. And I would play Michael Wilson over Worthy. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I play a lot of people over Worthy. It's because he's not getting a bunch of volume, I like Worthy's talent, but kind of a one-trick pony. He's just like fast, not really a good route runner or anything. Like even Tyreek, like, man, Tyreek was not a good route runner when he came in. It took him a couple years before like he really started turning into stuff. And Crispy, you the man with the super chat right as I was coming up to you. I appreciate you, my brother. And where is it? Likely Gibson or Gus for a sub if Mixon doesn't play. I guess likely because like Gibson and Gus, like Gibson ain't gonna be shit. Gus, like, man, they got a horrible matchup, and he's like the 1B, over there. So yeah. And while we're here, let me get Crispy updated at the bottom with this super chat. You the man, Crispy. Actually, hold on. Well, Corey threw down 5 a little bit earlier, so we're going to have to put Corey on there. Even though Crispy is the one who reminded me. We were so busy, I totally forgot. All right. Man, Noble's football game. We're a couple hours away. It's at 12, so that's why I wanted to start a little bit earlier today. Well, I mean, I guess early for a Saturday, but kind of all right, here we go. All right. Where did I leave off at? Mike said I got Aaron Jones, Kyren, Jordan Mason, Charbonnet. Yeah, I'd probably do that. Bad sport just for a stash. I mean, if you're not gonna play him, I would just hold. I'm playing Keon. Hot take. Keon will be the number one scoring wide receiver tight end for Buffalo. I mean, it's not really saying much, but I mean, I feel you. I mean, what's crazy is 2 months ago, that was not a hot take. It's only a hot take now because he's been sucking balls. Like that's why. Like another hot take, Romeo Dub outscores Jaden Reed end of season. I mean, it's only a hot take because Love is out. Because like I said, I think that Dubs was going to be the number one wide receiver on this team, you know, back in May, June, July, like all that. But let's see what happens. I hope Dubs has 10 plus touchdowns this year. Got him in so many spots. And John said Ramondre, Akers, or Pickens. Akers if Mixon doesn't play, and Pickens if Mixon does play. Red Solo, how are we feeling about Mike Williams versus Allen Lazard situation? I don't like it, man. I'd rather have Lazard than Williams, and it's it's they're just whatever flexes. DD Red Solo, because red zone guy for Rodgers. That's fantasy football worthy any year. I mean, both guys are like could be red zone threats. It's like just Allen Lazard has been a bigger red zone threat right now because he's been the one who's like not been hurt. Kmart or Judy? Man, Kmart might have gone out of business in a lot of places, but I'm firing up Kmart over Judy this week. Judy might actually be a good play versus the Raiders, but I mean, fuck, man. Do any of us want to actually bank on it? Like, no. Yeah, and DD Red Solo, I don't want to play either. Yeah, I mean, of course, we're leaning on not playing either, but, you know, sometimes we got to make decisions like this. And at least the one good thing that Komet has going for him is going up against the Rams, and the Rams have been giving up some points to the tight end position. Oh, and don't forget, guys, 2 p.m. West Coast time, 5 p.m. Eastern. Me and Jonesin for Sports. We go live, and we're talking shit. Just good football conversations, fantasy football mixed in for sure, and a lot of weed smoke. So make sure you guys are there.
Smoke weed every day.
We go live around 2 p.m. Four-door Chardonnay. Ford or Chardonnay? Is that what it was going to be? Is that what the question was? That's what I assume. It seems like a classic talk to text autocorrect. Thanks for rocking, guys, on this Saturday morning. Has everybody hit the like button? Let's do that. If not, and if you don't have the green cross next to your name, we got to get that switched up, man. You don't have the green cross next to your name. You got to hit the join button. Must get the green cross so you rep the crew. You don't want to have your it's like without your name in green and the green cross, like doesn't everybody just feel naked like out there? Don't be the one who's different. What was Mike Will's question? Where was Mike Will? I don't know. Just throw it in. Oh, yeah. I did answer the Mike Williams question. I said I would rather have Lazard. I said I was asking for Lazard. And Papa J, Dynasty question. Hold Vaki on Taxi or grab Lake for IDP? Man, I'd probably grab Lake. I mean, Vaki... I don't know, man. Like you might have him on taxi all year this year and all near next year, and then be making a choice in like 2 years, if you want to actually keep him or not. So I would I just make that move, man. Get an IDP asset that you might be able to use. DD Red Solo, it's cold, so naked, so afraid. Switch it up, Red Solo. Do it. I'll smoke a fat ass dab right now for the next member that signs up. And remember, when you click join, don't just go with the default option. Look at all the different options on there as well. So I'll smoke a bowl while we wait. And Dr. Dabber charged. All right. There we go. Dr. Dabber charged. Let's get it. Uh-oh. Crispy said Gino or Watson. The Raiders suck. They're giving up like the 7th most points to quarterbacks. But the Lions, they're giving up the 13th most points. So it's not like they're, they're not bottom half of the league or anything. I think I would take Gino, man, in this Monday Night Football matchup instead of Watson. Let's go. And John said, how do I join? So I put a link in the chat where you can click you click that link and it should bring up where you can join. Or if you look somewhere below the video, there should be a little join button, but I know some people see it and some people don't. So if you click that link that I shared in the chat, that'll for sure get you in there. And what up, Alex? He said 420 crew. What up? What up? Let's get it. JD said, yo, it's I am Yer from Twitch. Okay. He said, hitting it up from Twitch on the YouTube spot. Got my Prime sub over there, but I'll chill here for the chat. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I want to get people over to Twitch, and for anybody who solo uses Twitch, man, awesome, over there. But yeah, there's just more people in the YouTube chat. So if you want other people, communicating with you also, the Fantasy Football Hustler YouTube channel, that's just kind of the way to go. No matter when you leave a question, though, it comes through to my software in order. So I know some people, though, if it's one person on Twitch, you're like, man, why do I got to wait 10 minutes for an answer? It's just because everything came up in order on the other things also. Andre, what up? Flex. Christian Kirk or Brian Thomas Jr. Man, can you play neither? Can you play neither? I guess what sucks is that, I really feel like Stingley is going to be guarding Kirk, is how I feel. But I know there's going to be times where I'm sure Stingley is going to be guarding one or the other. And that's not good for either of them. And I think if I'm forced to choose, I think I'm going to choose Christian Kirk and just think that he's going to get more volume, because I don't know, really all that we could chase is the volume. Could Brian Thomas Jr. get a fluky touchdown? Yeah, he could. But Yeah, I think I'm leaning Kirk here, man. It's so close, though. It's so close. And he said, yeah, I saw that. Pretty sweet how it pops up like that. Yeah, well, I'm the one who has to actually click it. But yeah, I like this software, though. It's better than a lot of live stream software out there, but it's expensive as fuck, man. They're like raising the price on it, pissing me off, man. And Josh said, will Jay Brooks be back in week 5? You know, I don't think I've really heard them one way or another, like giving too much positive information on him coming back by week 5. So as of today, I'm going to say no. But let's see on Tuesday and Wednesday what we hear. Because we could hear information about him practicing on Wednesday and how he's a candidate to be designated to return from IR on Friday or Saturday or whatever. So that's next week, though. That's next week. But I know we're all going to be on Brooks' watch to see if he's actually going to play or not. And even if he does play, I'm super nervous about playing him right away. So even if he does play, I'm not rolling him out there right away. John said Gino or Richardson. Man, not Richardson. Like it's going to be a really tough matchup for him. And just for context, Steelers, they are giving up the 8th fewest points to quarterbacks. And Herbert last week, he did the best out of everybody. Like that's how bad it has been for the QBs going up against the Steelers. So I would just go Gino. And the Lions, they're giving up decent points to the quarterbacks, way more than the Steelers. That's for sure. Lions have actually produced some good quarterbacks on the other end. Who could I get out of AJ Brown if I trade him? Well, why do you want to trade AJ Brown? First off, is like your team sucking right now, or you just hate him because he's like missed a couple weeks? Thinking of offering Stevenson straight up for Jonathan Brooks dynasty as personal preference trade, but do you think it's enough to get Brooks? Probably not, because I know that there's a big portion of the dynasty community that fucking loves Brooks. And I'm sure in a lot of people's eyes, Stevenson's an aging veteran. So I don't know if that'd be enough. Depends on the manager that actually rosters Brooks right now. Woo! All right. While we are here, and while we have a tiny little break in the questions, Corey said, survival pool you started, is that the OG one you had at the beginning of the season or a new one? A new one, bro. The original one's still going, but there's only 3 people left. I am one of the 3. And so there was like so many people who were just like, man, start another one. And so I started another one because it's only week 4. Like, I mean, shit, this first one, it only took 3 weeks to dwindle down from like 60 people to like 3. Like, that's how crazy these survival pools are. Is like, you get any big upsets, like, man, it could cut out a fat chunk of the teams. And boy, it did. So yeah, this is a new one. And yeah, I'm excited to say that I'm in the top 3. Like the top 3 is where the actual, I mean, it's not like there's like no money like in anywhere else, but it's small amounts, of money that are on the other ones. The top 3 is more. And, obviously top 1 is the biggest. And check this out, guys, 420crewmerch.com. 420crewmerch.com. Let's go check out all the merch over here. All these new designs that we got. I'm really liking this one. Check this out. Almost like the old school Mickey, the whistling Mickey. And $19.99. Okay. And any size. You're 4 extra tall. Got it. You need 5X like Crispy. Got it. That's one of the new shirts. Let me know what you think of the shirts. Got the double-fisted nuggie over there. Same on the price. All of these are $19.99. Support your boy. I only make a couple bucks, like per shirt, but I paid, paid, a couple bucks for the designs. And yeah, the 420 Crew Skull for any of you guys who are like the Stone Cold Skull guys. Corey said the whistle one is the best. I mean, old school Mickey, style. I mean, it's not Mickey, obviously, but yeah, check this out. The 420 Crew with the C, with the hand C, right there. Smoking the J. Hell yeah. Oh, this one. I mean, this, personal preference on my favorite, probably. And that's the 420 Crew Hustler. And look at the hat. He's got the hat with the, little C, smoking the J right there. Hell yeah. Classic. The Nug Life. So this one's been around for a while, but classic, classic. And yeah, we got some slides. And where's the 420 Crew Friend shirt? Yeah, the 420 Crew Friend shirt. Super fun stuff. Let's see what else. Got the different mugs. I haven't put everything else up, as slides and mugs and everything. This is the super, super old school 420 Crew t-shirt. I mean, this one's been around since I think 2021 or something. I just left it up there, but I mean, it's, all these other ones are the new ones. And what do we got? Let me see. 2, 4, 5. Let me see. So am I missing a design? Did I not get one of the designs on there? Hold on. Now I got to check something. Because I feel like I missed putting one on the website. Oh, I know which one I'm not seeing. Where's the okay. Well, there's another one here that I got. I don't know why it's not up, but there's another one where it's like do a bong rip and it's like a little nug skateboarder guy. I gotta see what the hell's up with that. Like, why? Thought I had it on there. And let's see. Said that coffee mug is fire. Might need a tumbler version. Hell yeah. And Corey said, did I miss my chance this week since the Thursday game happened already? No. I told because you don't have to pick the Thursday game. The games don't lock until whatever game you pick started. So yeah, you got time. What up, Jamie? Yeah, and if anybody else wants to jump into the survival pool, I'll throw it in right now. It's $11. $11 to join, and the more people that join and pay, the higher the buy-in's gonna go. Everything with me is all percentage based with the payouts and stuff. So you'll see currently what's in there right now. It's all in the pinned post. But yeah, anybody wants to join the survival league, do that now. You can get your pick in today. Gotta pay, or everyone who doesn't, they're gonna be getting booted by the nighttime anyways. Josh said, who can I get out of Rashad White? I don't know. You got to find someone who really needs a running back. No, Jamie, I have not watched the Vince McMahon series, but we're going to watch that really soon.
No chance.
John said, Stevenson and Pickens enough for Barkley. If I had Barkley, it wouldn't be. Nice. Crispy said, I'm pretty much a 3X. I'm training for a fight. Nice. I'm a 3X because I just like wearing my shirts super baggy, as you can see. Yeah. What, Jamie, how far have you gotten in the, How far have you gotten in that Vince McMahon series, dude? Guess I didn't get the last one on there. All right. Well, let's do that now so I don't forget. Man. Really wish I'm sure there is an invention out there. I guess I just need to go see, but there's got to be something that keeps your fucking I got too much ash like that just falls on my table from the what's it called? From damn when I'm emptying out my bowls. Some bullshit. All right. Oh shit, just finished it last night. And John said, does the merch come in the big boy sizes? Fuck yeah, bro. It goes all the way up to 5X, and then it even has the extra tall, like all the way up to like 4 extra tall. So yeah, it doesn't matter if you whatever size, it's got it. Like unless you're fucking Andre the Giant's bigger brother, it's got it for you. Philly Mike OG, what up? He said, I sat and I need something. Said I need some ass, so I'm going to the bar. Is that what it is? You should see the amount of burn holes I have in my pants. Oh, man. You savage. Be careful, bro. Be careful. Jamie said, just start watching the series called Heel. Okay, yeah. It's Hadazah. What's that? So it reminds me of the wrestling version of Friday Night Lights. Is that the one? They're kind of like a family wrestling faction or something. Okay, so it's badass. All right, nice. We'll have Lamar and Daniels on the same team in one league. Who you playing this week? I mean, if you're just going off of matchups only, I mean, Jaden Daniels' matchup is a lot better, right? That's probably the politically correct move to make. But I think if I'm in the same exact position in my leagues, I'm just going to go Lamar. Philly might go, gee, where else do I find pussy? It's all the chicks I get on Tinder. Yep. Go get him, man. Go get him. You going right now? You gonna go find one of the like in Dumb and Dumber? What girl would want to meet at 10 in the morning? I just figured she was a raging alcoholic. Oh man, that shit is so funny. Something like that. Get those get the alcohol goggles on. Let's get it. Going soon, eh? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. And shit, if it's after 12, if it's afternoon on the weekend, man, people been day drinking for hours at this point. I remember when I lived in downtown San Diego for 1 year. It was I was definitely living that lifestyle for a year. It's like, fuck, man. Like, even back then, couldn't even get DirecTV. Could only get Cox Cable, just the regular cable company. And, this is, they don't have streaming devices and shit aren't what they are now. That's for sure. And, man, we would go to the bars just every Sunday. Go to the bars, and we'd go to the bar, the one bar that we knew wasn't super insane to get a table, and they always had every single game on. Like, that was the best thing about it, because there would be times where we would get up and be like, hey, I gotta go watch this game. It's like a little bit over here. I need to see it a little bit better. Let's go. Let's rip it. And Johnson, Barkley manager needs a tight end. Stevenson, Pickens, and Hawk enough for Saquon. I mean, I feel like you're getting closer. So, I mean, what any other tight end that you have on your team? Maybe Red Celis. I'm day drinking right now. It's a weekend, man. It's how we having fun, man. Let's go. Got to get turned up for this OSU game. Let's go. Who's Ohio State playing this week? I mean, unless someone tells me, like, I have no idea. I don't do any research. And Philly Mike OG, that was a fat guy. No shirt on, doing the Crip walk downtown to the song called Wipe Me Down. Savage. Red Solo or Drake. What up, bro? What up, homie? Chris said this league doesn't even have the sub on. What? He said, Jesus Christ, ring a bell. Yeah. Why? How do they not have that turned on? What up, Adam? Said, should I trade for more RB depth? RBs are Monty and Pollard. Wide receivers are Chase, Amari, Waddle, Cup, Wandale. What should I do? Trade Wandale for a running back. Maybe. Trade Amari Cooper for a running back. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, because both those guys are kind of only in that position until Cup comes back. Once Cup comes back, I mean, it's like him and Chase all the way. So, yeah, I mean, maybe after this week, I think Amari is going to really pop off versus the Raiders and their shitty secondary. And then after that, trade him for an RB straight up. Traded the van for it straight up. Said both Monty and Pollard are on bye next week. Oh, fuck. Yeah, you got to make a move, bro. You got to make a move. Michigan State. Ooh. Is Michigan State any kind of good? Like this year? They're not, right? Got Warren Hunt and Roshan on the bench. Okay. Oh, yeah. That happened Thursday, Will, with Olave coming up lame on the hammy. So there's things there's a lot we got to monitor. Last week, there wasn't much to monitor. There was only a couple guys, and there was like really not too many people that we were worried about. Like, I don't think so. Let's go check. No, Olave is still questionable as of now. So yeah, these are all things that we gotta be looking for in the tomorrow morning. How much is too much for Tyreek Hill? Is Brian Robinson too much? You just want the drop, don't you? Had a party in loose. Jamie said I got a 16-leg parlay locked in at plus 312 for today's games. All the heavy money line favorites again. Okay. Did that end up hitting last week for you? I totally forgot to ask. Man, I mean, it's so tough. It's like it's such a fine line between just like having fun and wasting money with like the super, like, because I have not really won any of these. Like, I've hit 4 and 5 leggers before, but it's like, man, I've never hit a 10 plus legger. And it's like, man, like, am I just like, just wasting my money? Should I just do like, little 2 and 3 parlays, And DD Red Soul said it's got to be a 1 unit bet. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I hit last week. It was 17 legs plus 212. Okay. I mean, and seeing this it's so many things that have to go right. But I know college football, you know, if you picked all the heavy hitter money lines, you know, and all the heavy hitters just hit, like I feel it. But that's why it's also like plus 200, plus 300, right? Oh, 0.1 unit, 0.1 unit. Oh shit. But yeah, it's almost like a lot of those games I'm sure that you bet on were like the insane favorites, right? Had to be. That's why I was only plus 200 or 300, right? Some of those are like probably like minus 1,000, minus 1,500, like shit like that. I just throw 10 on it. Yeah, see, and I mean that's where it is, right? Like, I mean, I don't give a fuck if I lose $5 or $10, you know, like that's fun, you know, for sure. I'm with that. It's these people who are throwing shit like that and $50, $100, like on the super, super long shots. Like, I don't know. I think I did one this year at $50, 4 or 5 legger. And I was like, you know what? Lost that. You're just never doing this again. Like I need I guess I need one loss like that to like, you know, just remember I'm just doing it for fun. Will Watson do better this week? Well, the thing about Watson is he's going to be more than likely missing both of their offensive tackles. And that's not too good for Watson. Let me go look. Let's go check their injury status. Okay, so it's funny. Jack Conklin, the tackle for the Browns, he's out, hamstring injury. So it's crazy. They have 4. Damn. So their 2 starting tackles, I'm pretty sure, are out, have already been ruled out. And then their 2 backup tackles are both on the injury report. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, that's just going to suck, like, no matter what. And let's see. I'm trying to look to see who else. Browns are, I mean, they're tore up, man. And let's see. Doug said, so dang, so is it smart to start Ford then? I mean, it's a good matchup for Ford, yes. But it's the tackles. See, the tackles protect the quarterback more, you know, the for the run game, it's a lot of the guards, you know, and I mean I'm looking to see the only guard that they have. Actually, there's 2 guards that they have on the injury report, but both got a full practice on Friday, and it looks like only one is a backup and one is a starter, but they both got in full goes. Honestly, who's winning that game? Browns or Raiders? What's the final score? 19-13. Yeah, it's going to be ugly, man. I mean, there's no Max Crosby on like the other side. So it's like even with Deshaun missing the 2 tackles, you know, like, let's see, does that even make a difference? Does he take 5+ sacks like in this game or whatever? Doug said seeing Beetlejuice tomorrow. Okay, I won't say anything. I've already seen it. Well, I saw some of it during the parts that I wasn't sleeping through. Lipsy, start Bowers or Kincaid? Ooh. I think Kincaid. I mean, the Ravens have been giving up decent points to the tight ends. That's even what made me think Kincaid first. Yeah, Ravens are giving up the 2nd most points to tight ends. I think I'm just playing that matchup and going Kincaid. Jamie said Browns win 6-3. Bro, in your day, I know you've seen some Browns Steelers 6-3 games because I feel like I've witnessed 2 of those in my life. Ugh. Doug, bring the mayo for the popcorn, man. Fucking gross. Chipotle mayo or just regular mayo? Jamie said Bowers tight end 2 this week. So I guess my question is why? Well, I guess the last 2 weeks the Browns kind of haven't been giving up. The Browns kind of have been giving up booty to the tight end. The Browns win 3-2. So, Jamie, why is Bowers number 2? Yeah, tell me. Tell me why. David, do I try to go for AJ Brown now while he's out? I need some better receivers. Yeah, especially if the person who has AJ Brown's like, man, fuck AJ Brown. I want him off my team. If it's someone like that, whoo, do it. All right. Is Zamir White droppable yet? I mean, I feel like kind of, right? So bad. It's so bad for their run game right now. James said Browns have given up points at tight ends, been bad versus tight ends for a while. Well, yeah, but that's kind of changed. Like, I mean, I know that like long time ago that like the stigma was the Browns are horrible, but he said Kincaid at 4, so not far off. Okay. And I don't even do rankings like that. What'd Crispy say? Skipped over my question. What the fuck did Crispy say? Oh man. Corduroy pimping or likely? I think I'm still going. I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like I would still go likely, but the Colts are so bad against the run and Warren is out. I feel like you want to get sneaky, go Patterson. All he needs is one big one, man. Just that's it. What up, Ed? He said Debo play this week. We're gonna be following that all the way up until tomorrow. And what sucks is they play the afternoon game. That's what really sucks. Oh, and David, who do I give for AJ Brown? Darnell Mooney, Chris Olave, Roma Dunze, T. Higgins, Xavier Worthy, Keenan Allen. I feel like I'd give Roma Dunze and Xavier Worthy. Send those 2 guys and like see if that's enough. Might not be. Lipsy, I kind of want to drop Zamir for Ford. I'd do that. Yeah. Someone just drop Ford. Hell yeah, do it. He's got a really good matchup this week. Really good matchup. Nick said, I can't wait for week 8, bro. Alex versus me at WrestleMania week 8. Oh, you better get ready, bro. It's going down. It is going down. That's I just traded Deion Johnson and Ford. Oh, Deontay Johnson and Ford for Devonta Smith. What do you think? I like it. I mean, you're obvious. I mean, you're not getting D Smith this week, but I like the future. Future is bright. Man, rocking for 2 hours on a Saturday morning every single day. We're rocking like this. I know there's a bunch of people out there who, they'll do live streams and, they'll upload videos and whatever the case. Nobody's going live in this fantasy football space as much as me. Nobody's answering as many questions in this fantasy football space as much as me. And if you haven't yet, hit that like button. Everyone who's commenting, I know you're subbed up, but if you have not joined as a 420 crew member, join the channel by hitting the join button or by clicking the link that is in the pinned post in the chat. Go ahead and do it. Who's going to do it? And if you are a member and you want to show some love, hit that gift membership in the super chat area. Hit that gift membership. Show some love. And Mike said start Fields over Hurts if Brown don't play. Probably. I mean, it's going to be ugly. have to rack up a bunch of yards on the ground probably to, be like a QB1, right? And I feel like, I don't know, they might not even have to like do that much to win this game. Because their defense has been showing up like crazy lately, all of a sudden. And look at the way the Bucs look last week. They look like absolute dog shit. And Mike Evans and Chris Godwin hurt. Those are probably some of the reasons why they looked so bad last week. All right. Anybody start watching Halloween movies yet? I know we're a couple days shy of October, but I'm a movie buff, love movies, and what's it called? Halloween movies, horror movies, I like horror movies. I smoke a lot of weed and I like to watch happy things. And I like action movies too, but it's like, man, the gore, it just can't be super gory. Like, it's not like I don't like horror movies at all, but I guess when it's like super beyond gory, not really for me. But yeah, the Scream movies, got to get back into watching those. Got 6 of them to watch now. Wish we had more information on like when number 7 is going to come out, but I think they're totally changing up the storylines and stuff, because I can't even remember her name in the actual movie, but the younger sister of the two in number 5 and 6, she's not coming back. So I wonder if they try to kill her off somehow in the movie. And then it's like her sister again, just being the solo main character. All right. Let's get it. Shout out to everyone who's still rocking. Looks like we got a few dozen peeps still rocking on YouTube right now. If you don't follow everywhere, go to fantasyfootballhustler.com, and that gets you to all the different links of everywhere you can follow. Definitely want to follow on Patreon. That'll be the top link in there. And then you'll see the podcast links in there if you want to hear this in audio. And if you want to just show some love, go hit the download on all the audio podcasts, the auto download. Go rate and review on the podcast on Spotify and on Apple. Those are much appreciated. Jamie said, I like horror movies. He said, I like the hooker goes to Hollywood. What the fuck? I've never heard of that, but it seems very, very obvious what happens and where this hooker goes to Hollywood is taking place. Let's see. Let's see. The Happy Hooker Goes to Hollywood. 1980. Interesting. Yeah, it's a 3.9 on IMDb out of 10. A prostitute writes a best-selling book about her profession, which attracts the attention of a studio. Okay. All right. It could happen. Could happen. Will said, hey, call my Debbie went to Dallas. Debbie Does Dallas, right? I think that's what it was. Super old school. Super old school. Man. But yeah, so the movies that I'll probably watch for Halloween, I'm sure I'll watch a Friday the 13th, in there. Maybe probably number 2. I mean, number 1 is, the Voorhees mom. She is a psycho, man. She's almost scary. She's so much of a psycho. Definitely the Screams. Probably Freddy versus Jason, and then probably Nightmare on Elm Street. What do you guys think of some of the new Nightmare on Elm Street ones? The one I think it's literally called the new Nightmare on Elm Street. It was all right. I have in a collection because it was a $3 fucking Walmart buy or something. Child's Play. Chucky's always a decent watch. They're doing too much with that TV show, though. in the TV series. Way too much. Dude, have you guys seen any of the Aaron Hernandez like show? Man, it's definitely in bad taste, but like I feel like I have to watch it to like just see how they portray it. But it's like, man, they just made an excuse to like want to make him like super gay. And I'm not saying that he wasn't, you know, like we hear all the stories about it and everything, but it's like that's like such an insane part of like the 2 episodes that I've seen like so far. And it's very interesting. Very interesting. Jamie says, isn't there a new Halloween movie coming out soon? I don't know. Is it like what, like Rob Zombie, like Halloween? Man, I really dig. You guys see the Rob Zombie one, the first one? I really dig that first Rob Zombie Halloween. That one, very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, Rob Zombie, the Devil's Rejects, man. I mean, that's such a sick and twisted movie, but like secretly, like, and not even secretly, I talk about how much I like that movie. Is like, man, that movie's like so gangster. It's I mean, those guys are fucking crazy, but I like that how it really honed in on those specific 3. Yeah, Johnny said the Rob Zombie Halloween was dope. He's a good filmmaker for sure. For sure. Will said Rob Zombie Halloween pretty good. I've never watched Terrifier. No, never seen Terrifier. Terrifier 2. Let's see. Is there a new Halloween movie coming out? First thing, Halloween franchise appears to be coming back. Oh, this is from last year. I don't think so. I don't think there's a Halloween specific, like, you know, from the Halloween franchise, Michael Myers or anything. No, I don't think there's one coming back yet. Oh, wait. Halloween Reborn. Man, see, this is from like last year, like 2023. So I'm just going to say no. Maybe they're just trying to like hype it up, see if they can get any buzz behind it. Crispy said his love playing. We're not sure yet. He's a game time decision. Game time decision. Johnny said always had a crush on his wife too, like seeing her in all of his flicks. Yeah, she's the crazy like sister, right? Isn't that his chick? Jamie said Rob Zombie did a movie called 31 about the carnival workers. I watched some of it, and I guess I just never went back to it. Like I think I saw the first like 10 minutes of it and then got busy. Yeah, the psycho blonde chick. Yeah. She's a good actress because yeah, she's a fucking psycho. And you know what I really like about the Devil's Rejects is like it starts at a complete high of a moment, you know, complete high of a moment, like when they're getting in the crazy shootout and shit. And then like at the end, complete high of a moment. It's like it starts off right here. Like if it's like, you know, how each movie has the peaks and valleys, like it starts right here and then it kind of dips a little bit and then it comes back up and then it dips a tiny little bit and then it comes back up even farther. And like that's really why I like the Devil's Rejects. It's just like the storytelling in that is just like insane. And you know, the 3 characters are fucking insane. And I guess it's almost like, you know, that people like this exist. Like maybe it's like, you know, a crazy level of like these people and a super exaggerated version maybe, but like, man, like I still remember that one part in there where he's like, he tells that guy, you know, get on your knees and pray to your God and like pulls the hair out of his face. And he's like, I am the devil, and I'm here to do the devil's work. It's like, man, that motherfucker's scary, and then kills him. Like, man. These guys are fucking crazy gangsters, man. They fucking are. Love or Dalton. The matchup's a lot easier for Dalton. Love's going up against Minnesota, and Minnesota's been a really tough matchup. But if Love plays, I got to assume that he's good to go. and I'm gonna play love. They've been winning, so it's like they really would only play him if he's ready. If not, let him sit. Jamie said, "What do you like better, House of a Thousand Corpses or Devil's Rejects?" Devil's Rejects. I like both, but yeah, Devil's Rejects, and I like it more because they hone in on those three characters. Like that's every storyline in that movie is based on one of those three characters, and yeah, I like both though. I like both. And House of a Thousand Corpses, super fucking creepy, right? Super fucking creepy. And like, just the twists and turns like in there. I mean, that's what makes it so awesome, right? So like even at the end, even like right at the end, and like he like peeks up out of the back seat. And Nick said, "Alex, how your other leagues going?" I got some good, some bad. I'm never panicking or getting overly excited one way or the other through a couple weeks. Parker said, "Should I do this trade, Jamar and Jacobs for DK and A-Chain?" Nah. Rework that trade. Make a more calculated trade than like kind of like an evenish trade. I love how insane House of a Thousand Corpses gets. I mean, each one gets insane, like right at the end. When you think about it, that's like this Rob Zombie storytelling where it's like I said, it's like these peaks and valleys, but it keeps going higher and higher, like throughout the movie. And yeah, it is. They're really good stories, really good movies. I mean, it's fucking insanity, man. Like, I mean, of course, he's a twisted freak, like in his mind. Like, fuck, twisted freak in his fucking mind. But man, like he tells a good story. He's a really good director, and all these actors and shit that he brings along, man, they bring it out. They bring it. Johnny said, "I'm always a fan of Dwight Schrute as Fishboy." Yeah. For sure. Vicente said the original Exorcist, 1973. Oh, man. Crispy. Wasn't Crispy, weren't you in attendance for the 1973 release of The Exorcist? And seeing movies like that, I really don't like the movies that bring religion like into anything. I mean, I grew up like Catholic and, just Mexican family. And like, as time went on, my mom got more and more religious and stuff. But I don't know. I see the kind of shitty things that the so-called super religious people do. And it just kind of turned me off to, all of that. And so I don't even like watching any movies that have to do a lot, with religion like that. And I know it's not really religion, but you know what I mean. And Jamie said Dogma is a great religious movie. Okay, I retract my statement, except for Dogma. I love that. If it's a comedy like Dogma, we're all about it. Kevin Smith can do no wrong. And the Mighty Don said flex Pollard or Najee this week. Najee going up against the Colts. Colts are giving up the booty to the running backs. They have one of the worst run defenses in the league. That is for sure. Subbing Dalton for Love, just in case. Well, there you go. See, you don't even got to make a choice. There you go. Crispy said, yeah, 7 years old. See my childhood? Yeah, man. Like, Noble's 7 right now. And, like, I don't even want to show him any of these. I mean, he's kind of seen Scream, like, in the background. But, Scream's not really that gory. Like, it's kind of fucked up in parts. But not even a lot of killing, that's, like, going on. A lot of the movie, it's them more being scared than anything. And but yeah, The Exorcist, like, dude, anybody see that? Like, I couldn't even get all the way to the end, but did any of you guys see that new Exorcist where it's like the two girls who like go into the woods or something, and then they're the ones who get like both of them are like abducted or whatever, and like, oh fuck, such a creepy ass movie, man. Fuck. And yeah, so fucked up. Crispy at 7 years old, man. They subjected you to that. 7 years old. And Doug said, how do you get the name? Crispy. Oh, woo. That's the one. That's the one. Before I forget, we got to shout out all the Patreon 420 crew members, all of our producers of the show. Mr. Justin Pickle in a Jar, our ultimate priority member, the all access members, the elite members, the superstar members, the 420 Ride or Die crew members. Appreciate all of you guys. It's because of you that we're able to do this show a few times a day. Hey, what up, Robert? If you got any questions, throw them in. I'm going to be here for another few minutes, smoke another bowl, and then going to get up out of here. Jamie said I got a league with Najee, Monty, Connor. Can't decide which one I want to play. I can pick 2 and sit Amari. Oh, man, Doug just got a free one right there. And do you want to sit Amari, though? Like, I really think that he has a good game against the Raiders. I really do. I don't think Deshaun's going to have that good of a game. Doesn't mean Amari can't have a solid game. Robert, you like the Steelers defense or the Packers? Steelers versus the Colts, man. And that INT machine over there. I hope Xavier McKinney gets another INT. X gon' give it to you. Because then we get to play the X gon' give it to you drop. All right. Hit that like button, everybody. Just a reminder, hit that like button. And see, even myself, I know I'm on the other channel here, but even I forgot to hit the thumbs up. More sound drops coming for all the players. Nick Von B, what up, bro? Pass him if you got him. QB, Brock Purdy in now with Richardson on the bench. Yep. Do it. We don't know about Debo, but Richardson's just throwing too many INTs, man. Too many of those INTs. We don't like it. Chris, we said injuries are killing my IDPs. Yeah. Everywhere. I mean, dude, so many of my dynasty leagues, like full 10 in the IR. I'm talking about IR. Full 10 in the IR plus extra guys out on the fucking bench. It fucking sucks, man. It fucking sucks. And I'm pretty sure that the most you can put is 10 on the IR. Like, I don't think, like, even if I wanted to, I don't think that I can make the IR more than 10. It sucks. What up, Tim? Anything new with Olave? Nothing yet. Olave is going to be a tomorrow morning. We're going to hear about it. He's testing it pregame. So unless we hear something tonight, because like he tested it at the walkthrough or something, and they just know it's bad. It's probably tomorrow morning that we're going to hear. And he said, if no go, who's going in the flex? Worthy, Laporta, Yoshi, Roshan. I'm going Laporta, who they said's a full go, because Seattle's given up the big booty to the tight end. Let me go see where they are. Yeah, they're giving up the fourth most points right now to tight ends. So I just love it. Yeah, Jamie said, I'm not trusting Olave. I mean, I wouldn't want to trust him either, even if he plays, because like it's different if someone like sustains an injury. like in a game. But like, you know, now like going like just happening on like a Thursday, right? Like that's when it happened, like on a Wednesday or a Thursday, one of the two. Yeah, it is. It's not good. All right. Okay. AJ Terrell too. Oh, what? He got a he caught a hammy? Hold on. Let's see. Laporta over Bowers. Well, you said flex though. I'd probably play. I'd play both with like both over those options that you got. Like Bowers in the tight end, assuming he was already there, and then Laporta in the flex. He's a Monday night. You know that's why. What's up with AJ Terrell? Oh, Terrell's facing a lot. Okay, perfect. Okay. Yeah, that's another bad thing for him, right? And he said, my daughter gave me the nickname Crispy Dragon because I forgot to put sunscreen on my legs after kayaking. Got burnt to a crisp. That's hilarious. And it just stuck forever and ever. Love it. All right. See you guys later, 2 p.m. West Coast time, and then I'll be back for the Sunday late night tips, just the tip. We'll see you guys there, 420crew.com, 420crewmerch.com. Go check it out, fantasyfootballhustler.com. Go follow everywhere, and we'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.